Okay, so, you know, give me a moment. I need my brush because my hair is wet. Just got out of the shower. With my hair, it takes so long to dry. Even when it's a little long, it's like medium length or longish right now. Even whenever it's short, it takes so long to dry and it's annoying, but I'm not gonna cut it. But ooh, so let me put my phone up here. So vlog, this is my first vlog in a long time. Okay, first vlog in a long time, and I have to make this be a good vlog, right? Because I haven't uploaded to my YouTube channel in so long. So I'm just gonna think about things real quick, and then say them. So for about 4 days, I was on a vacation to Colorado. Me and my friends, we drove up to Colorado. Colorado was like 18 hours away. We drove there, right? We stayed at this town called Ouray, Colorado, about 4 or 5 hours away from Denver. We stayed there. We stayed at these cabins. It was like 4 cabins, like all in a line. And when you walk out, they have like this place where it's like the restrooms and the showers. You walk a little further, there's like a gas station and there's a store. So it gives you a good picture. We got there, we actually left around like 1 a.m. Sunday. We got there at 6 p.m. Sunday at Colorado. And the driving was very difficult, very tumultuous because I'm not used to driving. There was like this one road I went on where it was like mountains, and that was very difficult. And I went with my friend and 2 others of my friends. We went, and then so the first day, right, it was nice. We got there at 6 p.m. and then we just chilled. We got used to our environment, and then one of my friends snuck out, and we took our other friend's car, and we were trying to go to Denny's, but we got stuck in the snow because the route in which it took us on the GPS, for some reason it gave us this route that had like an elevation, right? So then me and my friend were like, oh, let's just go down and just take like the main road. So we got stuck at the stop sign right before that. So we were there, we were kicking the snow for hours at like near the tires trying to get it out. And this one guy, he finally comes. He has like a long hair ponytail, in like a more lifted type of car. This was like a little Toyota sedan with front wheel drive. It's bad for the snow, right? So it was difficult. We were stuck in the snow. Me and my friend were like, oh my god, we can't do this, what's gonna happen? He called the tow truck, they never showed up. This random guy, he comes, he pulls us out, and then we just drive back. We go into the cabin, and it was right before like my friends had woken up. And then so that was day 1. I'm trying to remember, day 2, what did we do? I think we went to this town. That was an hour away from there, and it was very beautiful. We were going, and we thought they had the Werner Herzog Theater in there, but it was just on the map, and it wasn't in the actual town, so I think they lied or they got rid of it. But then we went to this one place. It was this poster shop, and it was this woman and her mom who collect very old posters. They had posters of Bob Dylan, Rolling Stones, Elvis Costello, The Clash, in movies as well, older movies, Streetcar Named Desire, stuff like that. And they get these old posters, and then they like put like, was it diamonds? I think it was or something like that. They bedazzle, or they make it look, it was just they were all really cool and really shiny. And so I took her card and to save it, because once I'm up with the money, one day when I'm really up, I'll get it, because the posters are like, a lot of them like depend on the price or the rarity, are like maybe around $2,000, so I gotta have a lot of money if I ever buy that. But nice woman, good people overall, had good pizza. But me and my friends, we went to this Mexican restaurant as well, and that was horrible food, horrible Mexican food. And my friend knew, he took a bite, he put it down, he's like, no. And for me, I'm more optimistic. I'm not Mexican, so maybe, it won't offend me as much. I ate the whole thing, but I still didn't really like it too much. I like food. I like how it makes me feel sometimes. I got carried away in the moment. We had a lot of tortilla chips. So the tortilla chips tasted like pita chips mixed with tortilla chips. And the food was not authentic. and they were all, you know, speaking Spanish. They were all Mexican. And my friend, he knows that these people they're selling out their soul, they're selling out their culture to make this overpriced food in Colorado. And on the website, it had like 4.6 stars. So people of this town must like it. But honestly, like it was just, I would eat it again because, you know, it's I just like it when food's a little greasy and stuff like that. And for me, I have like high taste and low taste with food, you know, like CiCi's Pizza or Taco Bell is you know, quality in terms of taste. And this food was quality in terms of, I guess the portion was big and there was enough cheese on it to where I still ate it. But overall, objectively, bad food, bad Mexican food, and there's so much better here where I'm at that I can just go and get some $2 tacos easy. And then third day, we drove to like Denver and we were there for a little bit. We stayed at a hotel, and then the fourth day we drove back, and then I got back yesterday at like 6 a.m. and then I slept. And then I found out that my mom was in the hospital. And no one had told me because they didn't want to ruin my trip. She had been in there since Sunday. She had like a kidney infection. I still gotta keep drying my hair. She had a kidney infection, and it was bad because she got really dehydrated. And when my mom gets weak, right? She doesn't drink water. So she didn't drink water. So lo and behold, my mom had to go to the hospital. She had to go there to the hospital, and no one told me. And then so yesterday, right, when I was home, I slept when I got home because it was like 6. So I slept, and then I woke up like later in the afternoon, and then you know, I got filled in more about my mom, and then hours passed. I didn't really do that much, and then I invited. So the problem is my phone is always full. That's the thing. So I delete things, right? But I don't know how much longer I have, but however long it is, that's however long it's gonna be. I'm just gonna attach this to the other part. But so what I was saying about the movie, I think I was talking about the movie. I saw it with my friends Dancer in the Dark, Bjork, Lars von Trier, and I thought Bjork was excellent. You know, I just like seeing her. She's always just she's just a star, a performer. The movie was really sad. It just got sadder as it went. It made me think about, I don't want to spoil it, but the human condition and how people treat each other, and how power and systems of whatever work. And I thought that she was really good at singing because she's Bjork, but the songs are really good and the story was good, and I felt really gripped. And I liked the way in which it was shot, the Dogma 95 mumblecore sort of movement, but it actually is disqualified because it uses violence in music, you know. And I read that off the Wikipedia page, you know. So I'm just letting you know the things that I learned about the movie after I watched it. But I watched it with my friends and I really liked it. It was a good movie. Okay, so that happened. I watched that yesterday, but you know, to think about more things, to reflect on more things. I got my notebook here. I don't know what I wrote in it, but I think I wrote in it yesterday. Okay, so what I have written here is finite. I think I wrote finite. Time is finite because my mom was in the hospital, and you know, time is finite. I'm not saying my mom is gonna die soon. She actually got out today, but just time is finite. I feel like I'm squandering the time I have. Health is so important. 4 types of disease. So I think the atherosclerosis, that's the cardio stuff, cardiovascular, neurological, metabolic diseases, and then I forgot what cancer. I saw that in this podcast by this guy, Andrew Huberman. He, for some reason, he's on all those podcasts. You know the ones. I don't really watch him. He's on all of them. I watch the podcast I do like is the Danny Brown podcast. Diet, prevention, life. So I care about my health a bit. It just worries me. It's something I can't control. I'm just worried about things that I can't control. And I have up here written things that I want in my life, I guess, or have in my life, or are important: fitness, reading, music, and making it. I sometimes try, but I don't know. In this one year, I've done it more. I used to tinker with it. I've done it more, and me and my friend Sean, we have stuff, as you guys know, and I have things, but I just kind of like, it sometimes makes me sad because I just like, if I'm sad, I don't really feel like making stuff, but I have to like do it, and I know what things I should do to improve a lot, and I just have to do them. Lifestyle. So what I mean by lifestyle is I think I'm starting to want to have a deeper sense of control as to how I consume my time and energy, in the sense of like, I guess how I eat, or the stuff, little experiences, like what kind of soap I use to shower. Like maybe I could make my own, or um, grow my own food a little bit. Um, just generally things like that is what I mean by lifestyle. Having an active lifestyle, going out. It's not too clear because like I'm not gonna stay in this house forever, and I'm very young man. How that's gonna unfold is, who knows. But I think there's some things that are starting to line up in my head as to what I value with a lifestyle. Um, have a wife. Kids, I would want kids, but I feel like I would need I would need more reasons to live if I want to have kids. I'm not saying that I don't want to live, but I'm saying that I'm kind of an autopilot. Like, I feel like I just don't get not the rules. Actually, yeah, I don't get the rules, but I don't get like how people just keep going. And then what I've realized is people keep going because like they have no other option, and they need to feed people and provide money. And call me a little bit of a dreamer, but I want to have my life. I know I have to take care of that aspect and provide for people when I'm older, especially if I want a family of some sort. But I would want maybe like just I'm not even sure. Just value my health, value like being able to like do little things, some sort of independence. I wouldn't want it to be where like I would want to be able to like not have to live near a Walmart and still be okay. Job. So what I mean by job is I'm trying to do this sort of course, this like licensing course, to get this sort of license to do insurance adjusting. And it's a very legitimate business. Not many people know that legitimate industry, but it's quite lucrative. But it's like 60 hours a week. It's at home though, and I just think if I do it, I will be set up financially more than anyone. But I was supposed to have it today, the course for that. And just a lot of things have been happening, and I just didn't go. So, but I texted the guy who teaches the course, and he said that he can reschedule me. I don't have to pay like any other fees. I already paid the $200. School. So I do not like school. I don't like school. I don't like college. I don't know, but I've already done like over 2 years of it, and I think I might just like do a class or two at a time while I'm doing this job. That's like what the sort of thing I have in my head. Faith. I have faith written down, and faith. I just want to have faith. Faith kind of plays into the lifestyle, because if I don't have faith, the lifestyle will be different. Like I'm not gonna have a kid. I'm still gonna get married. Like I can be sad with someone, but I'm not gonna bring life into the world if I don't have like sort of more faith, So faith, it could be in Christianity. I do want to read the Bible and stuff like that. I have the Bible app, and I want to read more about that. But faith in myself, faith in what I do, faith in the choices that I make. Because right now I don't feel like I'm someone that like is the most dependable. And I feel like if I want to have a certain lifestyle, then I should try to be more dependable. And there's already like options in which I can improve my dependability. I guess like with my friends, like if I make promises with them, especially with my friend Sean, who I have like the music with, like that's an opportunity in which I can provide like, it just comes with work, and I think I'm not used to working that hard. So for instance, with the music thing, I'd have to work to like get better at piano or sound design, or actually try to sing, or something like that. That would improve my dependability. Knowledge is also another thing I've written down, knowledge. And then, but I just think like it's just so hard to know things. And then, most people on most of their things that they like value, or the things that they like hold as true, like they might not really have, too much of, they couldn't really explain it. But then I might be thinking like, oh, like some things are beyond words. I don't know. It's just life is stuff complicated. But I think priorities are probably job and school are like very large, very, very large. They have to be large, and I have to remember that because I need them. And then the other things I think will fill me out. I think I'll always have my own little shenanigans throughout my life, which is good. I'm never gonna be too bored. But I just know I gotta do better. I'm gonna go to sleep soon, and I'm gonna probably wake up and go to the gym. I haven't gone since last week, but I know that if a lot of those, I don't know. I think and I don't mean bad. I don't mean bad with people, and so I don't try to hurt people. That's good. That's a good thing. I'm just, I don't know what kind of direction this vlog took. I think it's kind of like a diary now, but I'm just like reflecting, right? And I have to finish this because I got it in January 2 months ago, and I'm only on page 252, and that's not gonna cut it. This is an 800-page book. I'm not gonna spend the whole year reading this. It's just whenever I'm sad, I don't do anything. I just go to work, and then I lay down and I watch something and I sleep. Or whenever I was doing school, I would BS the school and barely pass it, sometimes fail the class and go to sleep. But it can't be like that. It can't be like that. Because the thing is, it's so easy to consume, and I do that so much, right? But here, all these things are done: fitness, blah, 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 reading, music, blah, 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 lifestyle. And it's all about a balance. I can still consume my little things, but I just have to be someone that's dependable, because I know that, I'm only 20, but I know that the slack that people have been cutting me is running more low. And I think a lot of it is mental. I think I gotta think bigger picture, and I just gotta start with something and keep up. I don't know. I'm peeling the calluses from my hands. It makes me think of the gym. I haven't drank that much water today, and I should do that for clears. But yeah, so that is, what else do I have to say about the vlog? It's been quite a long vlog, but I've been gone from YouTube. So I'm just gonna think of little things to show. So these are the Rick Owens shoes, and I had them for 2 years, and I like them. These are Eric Payne, from Mr. Eric Payne, the designer. And then I have a travesty, right? I have these Eddie Salmon, he's a designer. Eddie Salmon not Saint Laurent, it's Dior actually, Dior jeans. They're really nice, but they're too small, and they're 27, and they're not gonna fit. And then, because I'm 28, but I feel like they fit even smaller, bro. And they're kind of tight. And I got this, I'm gonna end it after this, but I got this guy in senior year in home ec, not home ec, floral design. I took that class because I needed the credit, and that was a fun year, senior year. That's when the COVID happened though. What was I saying? Yeah, so this was from my teacher, and I took him, I said, oh, can I bring him home for spring break? She said, yeah, of course. But then the thing is, we never came back from spring break. And I remember I didn't text her, but I emailed her saying, hey, I still have your lizard, she's like, yeah, you can keep him. So I've had this lizard for 3 years basically now. And that makes it feel weird that it's been 3 years since senior year, since high school, because, that means I'm getting older. My birthday's coming up, and I feel like I age when I look in the mirror. I look more older. I look more like what I thought a man was and stuff, right? I get older. My facial hair grows quicker and stuff like that. And it's just wild to me, right? And it's just, we're gonna keep changing and stuff like that. And I just can't wait until we age and then everyone stops posting selfies because they're too ugly for me.